Coach, thanks. Located a 7 down here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Show it up. Show it up.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. That one good for 37 yards. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
He's checking.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Let's bring it. Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Lee. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the set. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go, D. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd and long. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Come on, set. 18 games. Leo. It's just me and you. It's just now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That one good for 26 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They'll going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here comes Pettis on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. 60 or. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check three.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Great corner out there. not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's up and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's baby.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Get ready, get ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
High 7. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. On the book. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Right 3, 218, jump in.
A first down carry for Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Keep playing hard.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
They'll look to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Geronimo Allison with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits. and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He may try and run for this. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Watch the run. Now! You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hit it.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point up and through, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Pettis. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Dolphins. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well, no matter how one rips.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jackson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go, come on.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming on. 44, Mike, 44. I smell gold. I smell fear in that offense.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Bofo's here. Mike's Bofo. It's our time. Switch it.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They will run again with Coleman. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Check 13! Check 13!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's Hey, D-line, let's get it.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Ready? 60 yards.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson looking to set for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Back to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check 99. Check 99. Check, 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 check.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera... And he is in! Touchdown, Miami! Saquon Barkley. His 9th touchdown of the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 29, Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The punt team on now. As from their end zone, they get it away. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's going to and this will be caught at the 30. 33 yards that time.
It's a gain of 33. That's another.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check the 6. Pull it. Half. Pick it up. Bang, 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 bang.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 88 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.